guys, we're doing another video today. Today is 1.3 if you're using the same textbook as us in class. That means chapter 1, section 3. And our essential question that we're focusing on today is how do I subtract integers? So right now is the perfect time to take a moment to set up your notes. Make sure you write today's date, get the topic and that essential question on there. How do I subtract integers? And then we're going to talk real quickly here about how to do this, and there's so many different ways to learn this. I'm going to show you one way today that hopefully will help. So first off, when we say the word subtract, what do we think of? Well, we've always been taught in elementary school that subtract means to take away. So hopefully when you see a subtraction problem, you're still remembering kind of that elementary school level stuff where you're like, oh, that means take away. I'm trying to take something away. And we're going to look at an example of how to do that visually. So in your notes, let's write example 1, and let's do a takeaway, a subtraction problem. And this is what we're going to try to solve. We're going to do 5 take away negative 3. 5 take away negative 3. So how are we going to do this? There's a few different ways. Well, first off, have you seen these before? Have you seen the red and the yellow chips? Have you used those in class yet? Because they are a really great tool. They've got two sides, red and yellow, that represent positive and negative, and they're super handy. So the yellow represents 1 and the red represents 1. The yellow is positive and the red is negative. Now in your notes, you probably don't have red and yellow pencils really handy, and that's okay. You don't have to go color these. What I'm going to do for my notes is instead of drawing the yellow and the red, I'm just going to put a plus and a minus sign inside my circles. Plus means positive, minus means negative. And this is going to help me because my plan is I want to draw a picture of 5 take away negative 3. So I'm going to give myself some space here and think about the problem. 5. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positives. 5. And my job is to take negative 3 away. How am I going to do that? There are no negatives. How am I going to take negative 3 away if they don't exist? So this is where it gets really tricky. I have 5 and I want to take away a negative 3. Well, I don't have negative 3. So imagine if I did, it'd be perfect. I just take them away, but I don't. Putting the negative 3 there changes the problem, but it doesn't if I do this. What did I just create? I created a 0 pair, 3 0 pairs. A negative and a positive is really just 0. So here's a 0, here's a 0, here's a 0. So have I actually changed the problem? Nope, I still have 5. I've just added a bunch of zeros. But now I can take away negative 3 because I see 3 negatives. I see them right there. So I'll take those 3 negatives right there, and I'm going to pull them away from this problem. That puts them off to the side. And in fact, they're just going to disappear. What's my answer? Well, I have 5 plus 3 more positives, so my answer is 8. Final answer is 8. Was that crazy, or did you follow me on that? So to do this problem, I needed to take away negative 3, and I didn't even have negative 3. So I had to invent my own negative 3 by bringing in 3 negatives and 3 positives because they all cancel out to 0. And that's how I ended up with 8 as my solution. Let's try another one. All right, example 2. Make a section in your notes for the second problem here. Our second example is negative 8 take away 4. Okay, so negative 8 take away 4. We're going to draw a picture. So negative 8 means we have 8 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if I'm going fast, just pause your device so you can write all this down. You want to make sure you have nice notes. And let's think about this problem. Negative 8 take away 4. So my job is to take away 4. Now not take away a negative 4, but just take away 4, which means I need 4 positives to take away. And I don't have 4 positives. I can't take away 4. There are no 4. There's only negatives. If it was negative 8, take away a negative 4 would be no problem. So again, I'm like, man, I wish I had 4 positives I could pull away. I can't do that though, unless I add in 4 negatives. Create those 0 pairs. Then this problem's doable. Now I'm like, oh, no problem. I'm going to take 4 away, move it off to the side, make it totally go away, in fact. And what am I left with? Well, I have negative 8 and 4 more negatives, so add that up, that's negative 12. And that's my answer, negative 12. Now, it's kind of cool to do it this visual way. It helps people see things and understand the problems, but let's step back and look at our two examples that we did today. Obviously, we're not going to want to have to draw positive and negative symbols every time we do subtraction. We're going to need some shortcuts. So that's what this video is all about. Now, I like the visual. I like being able to see it, so those visuals are super nice. In fact, I'm going to label it, it's my visual picture. But now let's get into what possible shortcut I could use. So down below, where you have some space, make a box, because we are going to talk about the KCC rule. KCC stands for keep, change, change. The keep, change, change rule is awesome because it helps you find a way to subtract without having to draw all of these pictures. Now I like the pictures, and they're a great way to maybe get a level 4 and be kind of advanced with integers. But I'm not going to always want the pictures. So the KCC rule, keep, change, change, is a way I can get this in my head and learn how to do these quickly and efficiently. Let me show you what KCC means. So look at that first problem that we did. We already did this example. 5 take away negative 3. KCC is when you keep, change, change. So we're going to keep, change, change. KCC. We're going to keep the 5. No problem. We're going to change take away to adding, and we're going to change negative 3 to a positive 3. What's 5 plus a positive 3? 8. The exact same answer we got when we did it with our integer chips, with our positive negatives. Look, same exact answer if you look back in your notes. That's the KCC rule. Here, look at example 2 that we did earlier. Keep, change, change. We're going to keep the negative 8. So KCC, keep the negative 8. We're going to change the minus to a plus. And we're going to change 4 to a negative 4. KCC. Now you have negative 8 plus negative 4, and I already know my adding rules. Same signs, add and keep, different signs subtract. Same signs, these are the same signs. Negative 8, negative 4, same signs. So I'm going to add and keep. Negative 8 plus negative 4 is 8 plus 4, that's 12, so I'm going to keep it negative 12, and there's my answer. Which, remember when we did our picture, is exactly what we got, negative 12. So I like the pictures, but I like the KCC when I want a quick answer. So let's try a brand new example, new problem, and let's go straight to KCC on this one. We're going to do 15 take away negative 7. I don't really want to draw 15 of those little red and yellow chips. That seems like a lot. So let's just go straight to being like, okay, I see a takeaway. I'm going to do KCC. So keep, change, change. I'm going to draw some arrows. KCC, keep, change, change. So what are we going to keep? We're going to keep the 15. We're going to change the minus sign to a plus sign. We're going to change negative 7 to a positive 7. Now it's an adding problem. Same signs, add and keep. I see same signs. 15 plus 7 is 22. So my answer is 22. All right, your turn. You're going to try two problems now. I'm going to give you an A and a B. And what I want you to do is I want you to copy these problems in your notebook, and then I want you to pause your device, and I want you to see if you can do them by yourself first before you see the solution. Because you got to test yourself. You got to try it out and see if you get the hang of this. So here are your two problems. Write them down. Negative 13, take away 8, and 16 plus negative 4. Right now, hit that pause button and see if you can do these. Go. All right, are you ready to check your answer? Are you currently unpausing your device, I hope? Let's see how you did here. So first one, I'm looking at it thinking KCC, keep, change, change. I'm going to keep the negative 13. I'm going to change it to a plus problem, and 8 now becomes a negative 8. So now I have negative 13 plus negative 8. Same signs, add and keep. These are the same signs, negative 13, negative 8, same signs. So I'm going to add them up. 13 plus 8 would be 21, and I'll have to be negative 21. And there's my answer. Okay, let's look at B. B is an interesting one. 16 plus negative 4 plus Don't KCC it. It's not a subtraction problem. It's a trick question. It's an adding problem. You can already go straight to your adding rules. Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. You don't have to KCC this one. In fact, if you do KCC it, you're going to get the wrong answer. So don't fall for that trick. I see different signs subtract. I see positive 16 and a negative 4. 16 take away 4 is going to give me a 12. So 12 is my answer. No KCC. Did you fall for that trick? How'd you do on your You Try problems? Watch out, because only subtraction can be KCC. So we're going to wrap up this video with a quick summary. The big thing being we're going to memorize keep, change, change, and we're going to get it in our head so that it's super easy and fast for us to do. And don't forget, it's for subtraction only. If you KCC everything you see, then that kind of rhyme there. KCC everything you see. If you do it to everything, you're going to find yourself getting into trouble. So only for takeaway subtraction problems. All right, guys, I think that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, and do some of those great things so you can follow new videos that I post soon. All right, guys, bye.